Hey guys, in today's video, let's see everything about guava cultivation and also let's see the harvest from our guava plant. This guava tree is kept in my front yard and this is about 10 years old now. We grow it from seeds, so it took a little longer to grow. Usually the plant which we get it from nursery, which is grown out of grafting and patch budding, it grows easier and at the same time we will get the yield very sooner. And the plant which is grown from seed, it takes a longer time to grow, and also for fruiting it takes a very long time. So this tree is maintained by my grandfather and this front yard is completely under his control. He takes care of all the plants here. He generally uses a fruit picker like this and gets all the fruits. It's very easy to reach the main part of the tree where you have a lot of fruits. We use a chair and climb over the cement sheet and get it from there. Either I will do it or my brother will do it. So here's my brother plucking all the fruits. We have got half a bag of guavas in here, so let's transfer it into some other basket and see how much we have got. So we have got a small vegetable tray full of guavas. Some of them are fully ripe and some are partially ripe. So let's cut it and see how the fruit looks. Inside the fruit there is no worms to be found. It is so clean and fresh. Guava is rich in vitamin A, all sort of B vitamins, vitamin C and vitamin K, and it also has calcium and iron. So this is one of the best fruits to consume. Guava plant can be grown throughout the year, but if you want to know the best time, it can be best planted during the rainy season, that is June to September month, or spring season, that is from February to March. Again, these months are applicable for fruiting as well. You will get better yields during this time. So how long does it take to fruit? We can say that if the plant is grown from seeds, then it will take around 6 years to 9 years to start fruiting. Whereas if the plant is grown out of grafting or patch budding method, then the fruiting time will be very less. You will start getting the fruits from 2 to 4 years onwards. From our tree, we usually get the fruits from February to March month and June to September month. So this is the time usually we get the yield. So twice in a year we get the best yield possible. Once it starts fruiting, every week we get the fruits regularly. This was taken during the month of August. We started seeing the flowers from July month onwards. After plucking all these fruits, we still have a lot of remainings. These will be ready within a week or so. I think I have missed out some fruits, so let's pluck them as well. So in the end, we have got one full basket of guavas at one go. If you want a better yield, you can try mulching, especially during the time of flowering. You can use any organic matter and compost and just put it around the roots so that the temperature will be maintained, and at the same time it can work as a fertilizer. This will boost the growth of the plant as well as you will get a better yield by doing so. So talking about sunlight, guava trees love sunlight. It just loves the warmth and it hates winter. It doesn't like frost or cold weather. So whether you have kept your guava plant in a pot or on the ground, no matter where it is, just make sure that it gets 6 hours of sunlight every day. I mean direct full sunlight. Guava plant can survive on any soil, so it can be grown in any compost rich soil. The fallen leaves from the tree serve as a fertilizer. Other than that, For a better growth, you can use cow dung manure. This can be given 2 times a year. So talking about watering, you can deep water it thrice a month, and there should not be any stagnation. If the water starts stagnating, then there is a possibility for fungal infection. So whether you are keeping it in a pot or you are going to plant it on the ground, make sure it is planted in a well-drained soil. If your plant is very young or it's time for fruiting and flowering, then you can increase watering, that is, you can regularly water it. If it's a rainy season or winter season, you have to reduce watering. And once it reaches a maturity level, then it doesn't need regular watering at all. It can just thrive on rainfall. Guava plants are extremely drought resistant. Pest attack is one problem that we have to deal with guava plants. White flies, mealybugs, fungal infection, worms, fruit flies are some of the common pests that are found in guava plants. I would just say that mealybug is a headache because you can see these mealybugs, not only mealybugs, all the infections, especially in the underside of the leaves. Considering mealybugs, you would have just seen very few on the first day, whereas within few days, like 4 or 5 days, you can see that the entire tree is being infected by them. This is because it just lays egg and grows in a very rapid speed. So how to get rid of them? You can use soap and water. Mix soap and water and use it as a spray, or you can go for neem oil and water, mix it and spray it. You can also cut the affected areas and remove it, and also make sure there is no crowding of leaves, because from one leaf to another the infection just can spread very rapidly. And then if nothing works out, you can just use plain water and spray it forcefully. If you wonder why the flowers are dropping out without turning into a fruit, there may be several reasons. One may be lack of pollination. If there is no pollination, the flowers will just drop out without turning into a fruit. Next may be lack of pollinators such as butterflies, bees and moth. It can also be because of extremely cold weather, and also because of frost just before flowering. If you want a voluminous tree which is very healthy and has a lot of branches, you can try pruning. You can regularly trim the plants and especially remove the dead leaves and stems once the harvest is over. By doing so, new twigs will start coming up and you will have a voluminous tree. If you like this information, give a thumbs up to my video and share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe Shalu's Artistry for more such videos.